Portia, we're very grateful to have you, that you're sharing your story with us. You say that you left your job earlier this year after your boss forced you to come into the office for a meeting that you said could have been an email. You had to scramble to get care for your two kids. The meeting lasted all of 6 minutes. Walk us through what happened and what was on your mind when you decided this is enough.
Yeah, so what happened was going a little bit back, we had some, we were really excited. We heard that there was a vaccine coming, and so we heard that, oh, we're going to transition back into coming into the office, and there was pushback. And because there was so much pushback, they offered a compromise. And the compromise was you can work remotely unless a meeting was called. And so what ended up happening was I felt like there was just a boomer power play. Meetings were starting to get scheduled and called so that we were forced into the office. And that happened to me. And I come to the office and I realized I spent more time getting my kids ready, dropping them off at daycare, commuting than the actual meeting. As a matter of fact, the meeting was so short, I had to look at my phone several times to really check, did this really just happen? Did I really spend all this time getting ready for nothing? The meeting was literally 6 minutes.
Yeah. I want to dig into something that you mentioned, boomer power play, because there seems to be a generational divide emerging over returning to the office. In fact, there was a survey recently done last month. It showed that 39% of roughly 1,000 American workers would consider quitting if their employers weren't flexible about working from home. But among younger workers, millennials and Gen Zers, that number nearly half. Explain this boomer power play. You're suggesting that older bosses don't think employees are working unless they're in an office building.
Boris, yes, it was really confusing because everyone keeps saying the phrase return to work. I don't understand that. We never stopped working during the pandemic. We just worked remotely. And so all of a sudden, because the vaccine's out, they're saying, oh, you could come into the office so that you can return to work. We never stopped working. The fact of the matter is, it's a generational mindset shift. Our generation, I'm a millennial, we believe that we can combine work and life and have beautiful balance using the amazing technology that we have today. Unfortunately, some of our older colleagues think if I can't see you, you're not working. And the data doesn't prove that. It shows that we were more productive, and a lot of our employers made a lot of money during the pandemic because we were productive.
Now, we've heard from a lot of employers who say that innovation is stifled because one of the things that breeds innovation is having people in a room sort of spitballing, and that no matter how great our technology is, you won't get that sort of improvisation. Do you feel limited at all in any way from working from home, whether it's in your own ability to get things done, to connect with coworkers, or perhaps in your ability to advance and learn from someone by watching them in person?
I think that's hilarious. Honestly, Boris, I respectfully disagree with that opinion. I think I am more innovative. Millennials and Generation Z love technology, right? So we're constantly engaging, we're having new thoughts, we're having new ideas. We approach work and life differently. The idea that I have to physically be in the office to be creative doesn't seem right. I mean, and it's not even accurate. Some of our best ideas come at all times of the day. And I really do believe that by opening up the concept of working remote and having flexibility, you're not just spurring more innovation. I wish employers understood you're opening up work to an entire segment of American workers who don't always get to work. And I'm talking about disabled people. By offering remote, flexible work, you never have to admit or say that you're disabled. You have opportunity. And that's really important. And so if you get a segment of people who historically have not been included in working in, doesn't that spur innovation? You're getting different opinions. I think remote work actually makes innovation easier.
And what hasn't been said is the ways in which having to go back to the office in an abrupt way disproportionately affects women, right? And having to deal with childcare as you did. Portia Twite, we have to leave the conversation there, but again, we
Of
really
course.
appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your perspective.
Thank you for having me, Boris. Have a great day.